right in front of you. Contestable conditions, and we're moving to the next heat. Heat number 6 with Connor O'Leary, Jesse Mendes, Victor Bernardo, and Davey Cathels. A loaded heat. As we look to the green jersey with Davey Cathels, this was an important... Davey was another late leap story. In 2015, Davey Cathels went from 21st to 10th and qualified for the 2016 Championship Tour. We're looking at Victor Bernardo, who'd love to do the same here, and he's off to a pretty nice start there with a completion on his opening ride. Another replay, Pete.
Let's take a look here at blue, Jesse Mendes, who is leading the qualifying series rankings right now.
Muito obrigado a todos pelo apoio, têm sido incríveis e vamos continuar. Obrigado.
A lot more coming from Frederico in this event. Stay tuned. Back up to you guys.
Yeah, fans are staying up in Portugal. It's 8 p.m. there.
Perfect time.
And they're watching the world's best surfing coming to life here at worldsurfleague.com. Live action with Davey Cathels. Combos it up towards the end. Gets back up to the lip, so nice little start for Cathels. But, you know, Frederico saying, hey, my boards are working good. He's riding some local equipment. He picked up a quiver of Glen Pang surfboards, and they look like they're the money.
Well, you see a lot of the guys. I mean, he's a rider for JS surfboards all year long, but you know, you come to Hawaii, it's a little different deal.
The smooth, silky backhand surfing of Jesse Mendes has really been one of the weapons that Mendes has had this year. We just illustrated in that last ride, and that's why he has such a big lead on the new era rankings. Some replays for us to go through, Pete.
Connor O'Leary, another one of those rookies on the championship tour, has been able to get himself a lot of success. Even in those bigger events, he and Frederico are pretty much battling it out for Rookie of the Year. Here's Cathels' replay of that last one. Going to be his best wave to the start here in this 30-minute heat.
And watch this. I love just the flow here. That was a difficult opening maneuver.
Yeah, well, you can see he didn't have quite the punch off the bottom, so he didn't have a whole lot of speed going through that maneuver up the whitewash. It's so hard to do when you don't have the speed. But again, he gets his rhythm back and stays with it and puts together a pretty solid wave to back up his 4.0.
Bernardo dropping into this one. Straight up through the lip there. Nice opening maneuver. Long delayed bottom turn. Has to ease through a cutback. Another hooking snap for Victor Bernardo. Gets back up in the lip and goes complete. So that's going to keep this heat nice and tight, because that's another great wave surfed by the young Brazilian Victor Bernardo. He opened up with a 6.77, and he's going to add to that.
He kind of had to slough speed. He was just kind of holding the rail. He wasn't pushing too hard because he's riding a little bit shorter board. When you lay over right here, see that he's just kind of nursing the bottom turn, but it was smart. You know, it didn't look like it was a nurse. It was just holding the rail just ever so slightly to keep that speed perfectly placed. You can't go too fast with these short boards, or else they're just going to fly out from underneath your feet. So well to control the speed. Again, good size set wave too. One of the bigger waves we've seen, especially in this heat here. He tags that first section, but look at just you know, tentative on the bottom turn, but he had to be because of shortboard. That shorter design, if you push too hard, all of a sudden you could skip out. So he noticed that, made the adjustment, held the rail just so slightly, and kept the speed perfect through the maneuver.
Connor O'Leary back against the wall. Nice hook off the top. Comes around again, and just that patented O'Leary backhand hook coming into play. Little on the front foot there. Can't get over that lump and goes down. Couple of quality turns outside.
His best result to date was the Vans US Open, where he finished 17th.
Well, this guy's looking good to win the new era qualifying series rankings. Jesse Mendes, he's currently in first. He's currently already qualified, and he's currently...
He hit the QS 6000s, he hit the QS 10,000s, but really didn't have any great results. His best results came on the championship tour. So mentally, yeah, he was focusing heavily on that championship tour.
Victor Bernardo, he's got the highest single wave score so far, and he's working over another right-hander that just reformed perfectly for him. Timed that finish excellent, little fist pump. Here's that last of Bernardo.
So Bernardo, you know, when you get two good waves on your first two attempts in a heat, it just releases a lot of that stress. All of a sudden you'd surf a lot freer, which is what exactly happened for him here. You know, another good wave choice for him. He's a ton of maneuvers, opportunities on that wave.
Live action with Connor O'Leary. Big fin throw there. Quick snap on the backhand, but
spots on the planet, but it does affect this lineup.
Davey Cathels, nice swoop off the top and just not happy with the wave for not giving enough opportunity for a second turn there.
He's in that position. He goes, oh, this looks like a good one. Gets this carve in and then north swell straight at him, opposite direction. But didn't have the time to get back up in the lip.
Live action with Connor O'Leary just finishing up. We'll catch up with that ride from O'Leary. O'Leary currently in third place of Connor O'Leary.
So see if this one gave him any vertical face, which it didn't. Just a quick float to kick out.
Connor O'Leary in the back of the line. Cathels on that third party. Goes for the whitewater roll in, hoping that this wave stands up. Little check off the top. Looking for more open face. Comes off the bottom. Vert there. Throws the tail a bit. Challenging. Bumpy, lumpy. A bunch of curves and
just struggle and paddle against that current. He's like, oh, I get an opportunity here. So he catches that whitewater section, but you're right, one of those first waves, you know, of a set, going to have that extra lump and bump involved.
And while we were away, Jesse Mendes picked up a wave.
Well, again, he's trying to better that 5.6. And this first turn here, look at that. That's actually the second maneuver, or the final maneuver for Jesse. Nice work there. Gets a good finish and a great start.
Victor Bernardo got a wave too, Peter.
So already leading this heat with some good numbers. Nice. So they're asking for the info.
Mendes carving a hook and gets into a little bit of wonk with the oncoming the coral to grow. So generally you have a left on one side and a right on the other side of all these channels, and we have probably 12 channels from here to sunset, creating those different breaks. That's why the North Shore is such an iconic spot.
From point to point, as we take a look at the replay here of Connor O'Leary carrying that speed through that first maneuver. Is he going to be able to better the 4.23? I don't think this is going to go into the score needed to get him to that 7.47, which will put him in second, but it may improve him. Although I might be eating my words, because judges have put a big number up.
Judges, all right, you know what? They devoured that wave. They devoured the score. They gave him an 8-point ride on that wave. They thought that thing was as delicious as a powdered malasada, Peter. That's how you do it. That's how you get through heats. O'Leary, vertical again. And stabs it one more time. Double 12 o'clock for you.
Take a look. So he's very far on the inside for this wave. So it's going to be, that'll affect the score. Not going to be as a big a wave. And just a two-turn combo there. Already has the 5.33 in his score line.
And here he goes. So he knows he needs something giant. What's he got for us? Easing through an opening hook. They need something bigger. Vert there. That's a nice start to it. What's he got for the finish? Big snap. Throws a ton of spray. Peter Mel, 8.93. Take another look, Pete. You get another chance to see it.
Well, again, he catches on that outside section. He waits for this first maneuver. You know, that one there didn't quite get to lay in like he probably would have loved to, but these two moves here are solid. You know, it's going to be his best wave, but I don't quite see it going 9.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get it either. And the judges agree, a 7.1, not enough for Davey Cathels, so it's going to be Victor Bernardo on your screen, along with Connor O'Leary advancing on into the next round. We're bringing in